So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Veron looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hazard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele. Tries to pass it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. He's found a way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him.
Chance, surely! That's another chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hazard. And he welcomes it in. And that is a little undercooked. Steaming on goalwards. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Veron. Ronaldinho. Nice interception, well timed. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. It's played through for him. Pass is just off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get it through? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And this is Ronaldo. Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira. Now Mbappe. In with the challenge. Nedved. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Veron. Knocks it into space. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Manchester United finding their passes. Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feet, that.
Important interception. Veron. 5 minutes till the break. Veron. Pele. Oh, that's a key interception. Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Threads one in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He won't be happy with that one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick announcement
Look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, simply put, people, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Vietnam really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Veron cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well played. Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent progress down the left. Van Nistelrooy. And the pass is intercepted. Hazard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is good strength. Van Nistelrooy! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. You might want to be careful there.
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? He's on it. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. The breakthrough arrives at last. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Mbappe tries making a foray down the right.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Couldn't squeeze it through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Ronaldo is herring after that one. And it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. Veron. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldinho. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nedved purring through the gears.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's fabulous.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nedved. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's picked it up out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Pele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Nistelrooy. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Manchester United are down to 10 men. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
That's good running with the ball. Vietnam are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Thinks about the shot. Vietnam can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Veron. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Alisson. That's at the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Quick reminder today,
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
James could try cutting inside here. That is a brilliant interception. Real chance! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's Zico. Takes a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people. Then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early and unpredictable. The other being to join in with the high press when playing on the front foot. He's a terrific talent.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. James got a long way forward to join the attack. Rafael Leao, that's been cut out, well played. Zico. Vietnam, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Messi. Tries to play it through. Spread it left. Chance here to counter. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rice. Nicely weighted ball. And the ball's gone astray. And this is Messi. That looks a good cross. Oh, he's been... And the finish!
They want to make the most of this turnover. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aims beyond the defence. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's neat. And here's Van Nistelrooy! And another try! And it's a goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini-milestone. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance. Chance! Sticks it away! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Nesta. Knocks it into space. Vietnam have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp move. And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Vietnam clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Vietnam go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Costa Curta. And it's Makalele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Rice. He's tried one! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Van Nistelrooy. Messi. Ferran Torres. And it's James. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Not the most accurate pass. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Header comes in! And he has kept it out somehow.
Van Dijk really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Costa Curta. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi tries to pass it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable man. He gets big! Really well taken goal. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Rafael Leao plays it in. He's there to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele plays it short. He slings it in. Cleared without hesitation. Vieira. It's a good spell of possession, this. Shot a goal! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Van Nistelrooy demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Forlan. Cafu. And the pass is intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Flings in across. He's gone full. No mistake. Zico. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Swings it. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Forlan did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a good ball out wide. Cross from Musiala. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now this could be a chance. Makalele. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Chooses to go back. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Dijk makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he cuts out the supply. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Musiala puts his foot on the gas. In by James. Brilliantly cut out. Great vision. Manchester United with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Desperate defending required here. And that has been cleared. It's a really well-measured ball. Crossed into the middle. And it's made its way to him. Five minutes to add. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in, looks like a good one. Makalele. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Van Nistelrooy claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition. and it was thoroughly professional.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Not the most accurate pass. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through?
Rafael Leao gets into a good position.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Rafael Leao
Going face to face with his great rival. That is good strength. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Now it's Villa. That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Nice looking ball. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh. He's had shots! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that could set him on his way. And he was alert to it. Nesta. Pele. Played out to the right. Van Nistelrooy. The referee's awarded a free kick. David Villa. And this is Raul. Oh, important interception. Cafu. Vieira. Pele. Distributed tidily. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Raul has a look and plays it forward.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Shifted
flank. Vietnam are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He has a look out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Somewhat off. Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Well, that is one way to stop him. Played back in. Rafael Leao. And now a sudden chance to counter. This is Van Nistelrooy. Shot a goal! Vitinha.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roll, looking to penetrate opposition lines. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Roll. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter.
A quick
If it ain't
reminder
broke,
today
don't
that
fix it. So
smoking
I
is
think the
only
manager
allowed
has
in
to
areas
resist
shown on this
change
map.
at this
Thank
stage.
you for your cooperation.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also...
Terrific header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Time and again they are repelled. Now he's got space here. Can he get on the end of this? Makaleli. And the pass is intercepted. Driving on and making good progress. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Van Basten. Pele. And here's the chance to counter. Van Nistelrooy being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta. He's had it taken off him. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that is out of play. Played in deep. Oh, well played. Pele. That's a good ball out wide for Bale. Looking for a runner. Well read, nice interception. Raul. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Michael gets it away. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Van Nistelrooy. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's certainly onside here. And that was very necessary. Probing pass. And he cuts out the supply. Rafael Leao. Makaleli. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a shade optimistic. Makaleli. Vieira. Pele takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Makaleli. Now it's Pele. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pele. Threads one in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Vieira. Is there any support? He might not need it. Vitinha gets good distance on it. The final 5 minutes. Nice sequence of passes, this. Pele.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer. Forwards and with intent. And this is Van Basten. He's found a way through. Big chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 17, Bale. Number 21, Rafael Leao. Coming on the field, number 14, Mbappe. Number 13, Mane.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a
There will
change.
be 1 minute added time.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Gets a good foot in there. Tries to pass it through. And this is Torres. He's Torres! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be it. Vietnam suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet
and
to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position.
Terrific header! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Saliba. And it's Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He is through here. Played into the box. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rodri. Now Saliba. And it's Nedved. Now, can they get him away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
A header! And that has been clubbed away. Pirlo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Passing nice and neat. Well read, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! It's there! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Eintracht Frankfurt look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Cafu. Now that's well seen too. And this is Luis Suarez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. He's cut it out. Vieira. Gently done. Bale. Now it's Pele. Succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's in. And Van Nistelrooy! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass.
And he shoots! Makaleli. Pele. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nedved. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pele. Driving on and making good progress. It's Pele! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you.
It's net! Turns and goes back. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's tidy. Oh, that was vital. Rafael Leao. Van Nistelrooy. Pele. He's looking wide. Threads one in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's the delivery. And how did he not make it four? Vietnam with the corner, there first. Pele with the short one.
Has been indicated.
Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Vietnam absolutely dominated
Just a
that
quick
half,
announcement, it
Peter,
is now
and
time
now
for
it's
our
all
special
about
lottery.
game management.
Please grab
There's
the
no
tickets
need
you were
to
given when you were walking through
overstretch
the gates.
themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Vietnam very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Here we go again then. He's had it taken off him. Ronaldinho. Here's Rodri. Makalele does really well to win the ball there. Pele looking to add to his goal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Dembele. Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared away. Shifted it to the flank. Pirlo's cross. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's got plenty of space out wide here. They've got a corner here. Vietnam have their second corner now. Pele goes short. That has not gone well. And now a a sudden chance to counter. Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pirlo. And they can counter here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makaleli. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rafael Leao. Rodri. Pirlo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Pirlo. Pirlo. Good purposeful running this. Great chance! You've got to be quick to recover this.
Eintracht Frankfurt really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Eintracht Frankfurt really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Played back in. Oh, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodri gets a foot in and wins the ball. Vieira. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's picked his way through. Bill! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Timber deals with that comfortably.
Vietnam can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Well, they've got it again. And he's on his way!
Indicated.
And this is Ronaldinho. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Ferdinand makes the interception. Nedved, and he's in on goal. Can he finish? They've scored! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Van Nistelrooy picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to Jim.